I started on.
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
These instructions are so.
You really fucked it this time, JB.
Yeah.
Just like that entire volleyball team from the other school. You fucked them all.
It's like the cabbage farm incident all over.
It was a strong start, very timid finish to that joke.
It's been a long day.
Me too, man.
The sex was the same.
I had to work for 12 hours today.
I slept 12 hours today.
Oh, what a hard life you live, JB. Fucking rough day for you, eh?
How was your 12-hour work day?
It was fucked.
Oh, just like that volleyball team from the other school.
Oh my god.
Welcome to Hear Something, a conversational podcast between three Dingus boys. Myself, Josh, and my good pals Jeremy and Mitch.
Welcome to the show. Hi. I hate it here.
That's the name of the show.
I love it.
I hate it here. It's our new
here.
spin-off show. It's us trying to naturally work in a cold open now.
Yeah, I thought it's just Mitch's audio by itself.
Mitch's
That's
get
it.
kisses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more about this church volleyball league.
It was a church volleyball league. I don't know. We play against
It was
other
called,
churches.
It was called Spikers for Christ.
There was a ton of fried chicken. No, they had like.
Oh
you get,
shit!
like-
No way. Tell me more about the fried chicken.
No, I was making a church's fried chicken joke, and I figured I shouldn't.
I don't.
I didn't
get
connect
it.
the dots at all.
I don't get it. 'Cause
That's
I'm
why I
not-
figured I shouldn't.
I'm not from the area, JB.
It was
Make a regional joke, get a regional audience.
It was what do you call it? Double elimination. So if you lost twice, you
got murdered twice.
Just like regular Christianity. Yeah.
You got murdered. There was this one guy who that couldn't jump very well, and the coach would always say, "What was his name? Like Brandon?" He'd be like, "Brandon, you have a negative vertical." I remember that.
So he just goes into the dirt.
Brandon,
he
your
just
vertical's
sinks.
not rad, dude.
Not rad.
Not rad at all.
Negative vertical.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
I used to watch
that's it.
JV play with his church too. The weirdest part is that they would set the net up over a pool to separate the believers from non-believers.
Yes, because
Exalt the
believers
righteous
could
and
walk.
drown the sinners.
Yeah. Anyway, boys, here's something.
Yeah.
10 more
God
minutes of
we're off
that
that
preamble.
No. This is the worst story ever. My coach is gonna hear this and kill me.
Was
Murder you in the name of Christ.
So did they teach you guys like the Book of Revelations or the Book of Genesis? Speaking of,
No, this is the book.
the
that
Sega
was
Genesis has finally released a mini classic console that's worth a damn.
That was
does it include the Sega CD? Huh?
Hey boys, here's something. That was a really
Yes.
good segue, Josh.
Thank you.
All right.
I've been working on my segues,
I
even though JB steps all over them.
I wanted
will
to call as
step
much
on
attention
everything.
to it as possible.
Thank you.
So let's have a moment of silence for Josh's segue.
He treats my segues like water and just walks on top all of them.
He thinks my Segway's sexy.
I'm segue and I know it. Please talk more.
Clap your
So-
hands. Did we clap?
I don't know if you boys ever.
We didn't clap.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, it's fucked.
I'll fix it. So you boys have heard of these mini classic consoles that Nintendo's been doing?
Yeah.
Sega looked at all that money and was like, I'd like to have some of that.
They
Now
were
the-
smacking their chops all over the place.
Money.
The problem is Sega's been licensing out their stuff to like third-party manufacturers for a long time doing this stuff.
They're on
Probably
Steam
seen them in like
and shit.
Dollar General and shit like that. No, like actual
Really?
physical little consoles.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they always
Oh,
do a crap
yeah.
job, and they fill it with bloatware games that took them like 5 seconds to make, and the controllers are terrible because they use RF sensors for wireless. So like if your controller's not pointed directly at the console, you lose connection. And then they include games like Street Fighter. So
I'm starting to think that maybe this Dollar General fella isn't the most trustworthy.
I'm starting to think
of
he's
the
a
video
sergeant,
game.
not a general.
I think he was dishonorably surcharged.
Hey. You know those places are
Hello,
actually
fire
predatory?
department. We got a live one over here.
they lowered the amount of product, and so they actually cost more than other places.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. From a lot of things.
So anyway, so they made a...
That's your frugal corner.
I forget the name of the company. I think it's At Games. They got them on board, and I want to say they kind of soft launched this early in the year or late last year, and the reports were really, really bad.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, there was like a select few press, and like all the feedback was negative. So
it looks so cute though.
They went they went quiet, brought it back in the labs, like tinkered around with it, and made it actually good this time. They were like, hey, let's try something else. Let's make it good.
Let's make it good this time.
And now, like, early reports are this thing's actually really good. And it contains, like, a list of 42 games you would actually give a shit about.
Ooh.
Preloaded onto there?
Uh-huh.
Does it actually have a headphone jack? Because it has the slider for the volume.
I know, I saw that. I don't think so. I think the console is mainly just, like, the power button. Because this one, unlike the SNES Classic, you don't have to get up and physically hit the reset button. You can just hold start from the games menu. And it'll bring you back to the... what do you call it? Like the overlay menu with all the game selections and such.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I went from being like very cautious to now pretty excited for it because I know my boys are gonna like this.
I like the Sega a lot, actually. The games for that.
I have a few that I bought more Sega than Super Nintendo as a kid.
I bought a few for Steam, like Streets of Rage and Golden Axe.
Mm-hmm.
Shenmue on there?
That's too far along Sega's life.
The Dreamcast.
Is Shenmue on there?
Yes.
Shinobi 3, that's so hard. Road Rash 2?
The best Road Rash.
Yeah.
The only
Virtua
Road Rash.
Fighter
They never
2.
released one.
Mm-mm.
That's pretty good, dude. Altered Beast?
Oh, Altered Beast. Everybody knows Altered Beast. Nobody likes Altered Beast.
We used to when the Sega first came out, we couldn't afford to buy one, so my parents would let us rent one.
Mm-hmm.
with our allowance every week, and we would always rent Altered Beast.
Why? That game's so
we
bad.
could never beat it. I don't know. It's like we just wanted to beat it.
Funny story. JB's Christian volleyball name was Alter Beast.
Yes, it was Altered Beast.
Thank you.
My hacker name is Alt Obese. Thank you. So anyway, moving right along. We used to. I want to say we used to rent the consoles too, but I don't know. I don't know why I got into the game. Like I like Sonic and all. Okay.
Yeah.
And fucking Alex Kidd. Who is that for? Oh my god.
I remember that game. I don't remember.
It's a lot of walking left to right with rock paper scissors in between, like literal rock paper scissors mini games.
So what you're saying is it's innovative.
It's super good.
Shinobi 3 is really tough, man. That's a tough game.
A lot of those games are Contra hardcore. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Altered Beast, though, like if you watch somebody beat it, it takes 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a very short game.
Oh, we never beat it. I remember it just being super hard.
Same. But like it was a direct arcade port, so it was a quarter eater. You weren't meant to beat it.
Do they have an actual list somewhere in this fucking article?
Not in this article. Somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want us to get bogged down.
Oh, I want to get bogged down.
I get up again.
My boggy boys.
Tumblewumba bog thumpers.
Fuck.
Does it have the different type of controllers, or does it just come with these normal?
The 3-button one, I believe.
Okay.
But, I mean, I could see them releasing the 6-button one, like, later on if this thing does well, which is probably going to do, because they're releasing in a fairly uneventful year, so, I mean,
Wait, when did this come out?
The Genesis?
No, like this mini one.
Not yet. It comes out next month.
My nephew had something similar, and it had like Sonic and Sonic Pinball.
Yeah, he got that from the Dollar General.
Oh, maybe so.
Those little $40 mini games. I had gotten one of those too at one point, and they are so bad. They're like, it comes with 80 games pre-installed.
Yeah, it did have a lot of games.
40 of the games are actual Sega games. The other 40 are like
2.
Cup Ball. It's like shit they designed like on the fly.
Yeah. The Mortal Kombat 2 is pretty fun.
Yeah.
This is cool, though. I'm interested.
Oh, they got Toe Jam and Earl.
Yeah, Toe Jam and Earl.
Comic
Street
Zone.
Fighter 2.
Castlevania Bloodlines.
Comic Zone?
Yeah, they got Comic Zone, dude. I love that one just on, like, pure gimmick alone.
Yeah.
What was the other one I just said? Oh, yeah, that Castlevania Bloodlines game, which is supposed to be a pretty good Castlevania.
I never played that.
Mickey Mouse World of Illusion, which I strangely remember from my childhood.
Remember, what if they had like Eternal Champions? Remember that game? I think it was fun.
They might. They got
game.
a couple Fantasy Stars, Kid Chameleon. There's like Mega Man: The Wily Wars, which is basically a boss rush. So
Samurai Showdown.
Virtua Fighter 2.
Yeah, I remember that game.
This is exactly what I didn't want to happen. This is why I didn't include the list. Okay.
Yes, list the games and bore the audience.
Speaking of audiences and video games, Mitch, what's my boy Sweet Kettle Corn up to these days?
Hey, can you do your best Korn beatbox really quick?
Ladies and gentlemen!
No,
I wanted you to keep
Was
going,
that good?
but no, it wasn't long enough. But
Korn
is playing a digital concert in the hit MMORPG Adventure Quest.
Ooh. So are they gonna have like avatars and they're gonna be on stage and you show up and everyone hits dance?
No, you have to roll for loot boxes and you open up a random note from each song.
There's one guy who just starts a pit. He just starts swinging his axe, and everyone's like, "Oh shit!"
If I remember correctly, Adventure Quest is just like a 2D side scroller, so it's going to be really awkward. One
is it? It looks like one of those in-browser games, kind of like
Adventure Quest.
What's that old fucking like RPG browser game?
You're thinking of Chex Quest. No,
I'm gonna keep going and avoid that joke. It's God.
Yeah, Adventure Quest is just 2D side scroller, and you swing at things.
How are they gonna do a show in there?
That's what I'm kind of. We're at.
Listen,
show. When a man and a woman love each other very much.
When a man loves Korn very much.
Oh.
Anyway.
How many Z tokens will it take to get in?
I saw this and I figured this is about the appropriate point in the timeline where everybody can just lay down and die. So that's good news.
Appropriations.
Oh God. Search Jonathan Davis and look how much this sad sack of shit has aged.
Oh, I'm ready.
It's not that bad.
He's a craft beer fan.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So that's where I'm headed.
Maybe all these images I'm seeing are old ones. He looks okay.
God, David got jacked.
I'd
smash.
There's a very strong possibility that he always looked like this.
Oh, look, they already have the two. Look, they already have it on the page. I was looking at the wrong page. They have their avatars.
Yeah.
Drawn there.
They look very anime and very unlike the actual band now.
How did they play with their guitars on their backs?
I'm pretty sure they're just going to play the song just like from YouTube. I don't think it's an actual concert.
Oh.
I think Korn is begging for attention at this point.
If it had been an actual concert, that would have been pretty cool. Actually.
I was going to say, isn't it like a new album release or something like that?
I'm sure.
You could tell how big of a deal this is because they're doing it on Adventure Quest 2.
And Adventure Quest 3D.
Oh, wow.
Don't forget that.
I did forget that because it's such a big deal that they're doing this on Adventure Quest 2.
So
you can get backstage passes.
The hit band Korn.
It's just the gore level from the Beavis and Butthead Super Nintendo game. That's all it is. What laugh was that?
That was my Korn laugh.
He was chortling.
Oh, it sounded like he was falling away from his computer when he did it.
I was leaning back. I was taking a big lean.
So, the hit band Korn that we all love so much. We talk about Korn a lot on the show.
Constantly. I wish we'd stop sometime.
Didn't they used to put like 69 tracks on one album?
Here on the Korncast, we like to talk about Korn a lot.
Maybe. Them and Limp Bizkit were friends, and they used to do stupid shit. So, Also, side note, Eternal Champions is on the Genesis Mini. Tangent on the side note, I definitely was a Korn fan when I was a young angsty teen. So,
were you also a fan of Adventure Quest?
Yes.
Never heard of it.
Okay.
Is this like Adventure Zone?
I'm wondering how fucking small
Adventure Time.
I get it.
JB.
Yes, I love you.
I'm hypothesizing.
Continue.
I'm a hypochondriac.
I'm wondering how small the sliver is between Korn fans and Adventure Quest fans.
The sliver is huge.
Just logistically.
I'm guessing the developers of this game are Korn fans, and they maybe reached out to Korn.
Okay, very cool.
You think?
Dude, how else?
I don't know. Is this a popular game? Like, does anyone have any like?
I played
ideas?
it when I was in like elementary school.
Really?
I never even heard of this.
I've heard of like the most obscure one I've heard of these kinds of things is like Maple Story.
Oh, this is very much just a bad Maple Story.
Really?
Cool.
Yes.
I don't understand.
So I'm very excited. I got my Korn T-shirt on to go to the show.
I think I've mentioned like
it's 100 gold to get in.
Nice. I think I mentioned how much I like video games on this show before, right?
No.
Okay. I like them a great deal, more than most some say.
Okay.
I've never heard of Adventure Quest.
Yeah.
All right. Well, obviously you don't like video games that much.
I guess I don't.
I guess you
like
don't, since you don't like Adventure Quest, the hit MMORPG Adventure Quest.
I have to update my MySpace page to get it to stop saying gamer now.
There's an Adventure
Quest. Not a gamer.
You need to update your LinkedIn as well.
What did you just say?
My MySpace page.
MySpace page?
Maybe. I may be tripped up on that.
My MyPa page.
I'm so shocked that my identity has been shook.
Shook him right to his gamer core.
Yeah, right to his corn.
My gamer corn.
Hey,
right to the kernel.
How cool do you guys think it is that all of Korn's album covers imply children getting hurt?
I'm on board.
Man, that's very much of a time.
Yeah, the war against children needs to continue.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm in favor of it.
First drugs, then kids.
Next thing you know, those little bastards will be fully grown adults. We can't have that happen.
Yeah, because then we can't war with them.
Yeah.
There's too many adults already.
There's nothing in the rule book says we can't go at war with kids. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway. So is that it to the story?
Yeah, I just thought it was funny.
I wish there was more.
I want to know how much the backstage passes are. If it's 100 gold, just to
hold on. I'll open that link back up. I'll revitalize this topic because there is.
Oh, I didn't.
Hold on.
200 gold.
Yes.
The concert will be free, though there is a VIP package that gives you Korn-branded items, the heavy metal mosh pit armor, the ability to transform into monsters while at the show, and even a backstage pass so you can get a shot with the in-game likenesses of the band.
Yes.
Oh, in either case, using the ticket will teleport you to the Battle Concert Arena when the event starts, where you can hear an in-game concert by the digital versions of Korn.
Fuck yeah.
They do have a new album coming up called The Nothing.
Do you think the digital versions of Korn will become more popular than the actual band Korn?
Yeah, that's what usually happens.
Same thing happened on South Park.
And even fight monsters in a mosh pit for loot.
Whoa, dude!
Yeah, but I'm about to get this game.
I forgot how famous Korn was for playing loots during their live action rock shows.
Well, that's what always happens in the mosh pit. There's a dance called picking up coins, and what it is after you defeat a foe in the mosh pit, then you pick up the coins.
Yeah, after you straight up commit murder in a mosh pit.
Yeah,
you can
just hit him with a spinny kung fu kick.
There's usually something. There's a neat in-game loot item called a wallet that you can take out and just steal everything
in a cell phone.
It's usually at a Korn concert. Everybody's wallet is filled with bus money, so it's all change. So you can just take that right out, and you're all good.
It's all wallet chains and chains.
Yeah.
Oh my god. My favorite thing about going to Korn concerts, as I so often did, according to the story, was in the mosh pit, we would all do this move called corn shucking. And basically it just involves you sticking your hand in your neighbor to your left's pants and just wildly masturbating them to your favorite song. So I hope that they reflect that move in this game.
And when you're finished, you have cream corn.
Yeah.
So fucking metal, dude. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Man, that's too meta for me.
I'm reliving a lot of repressed memories talking about Korn and Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
And wallet chains.
Wallet chains.
We're trying to wake. We're trying to activate your sleeper agent phase.
You remember that fashion statement back in the day when people were like, "Yeah, you know how pants stop like right before your feet? What if no?" Remember that? Remember that phase?
They went as far as possible. Yes.
I don't know if you're talking about jorts or Jenkos.
He's talking about just really long jeans.
The really long jeans that just like would get wider and wider until they just touch the ground.
What about the really long jorts though? Because they weren't pants. Don't get it twisted. They were not pants.
They were capris, but why?
Yeah, women co-opted those. They're capris. They kayfabe that shit.
I enjoy wearing longer shorts that go like to my knees or past them.
I enjoy wearing JB shorts too.
Yeah. Otherwise, my wiener hangs out. No.
Speaking of micro things, JB, I hear
yes.
Apex Legends has something to do with it.
Apex has really moved the bar for
not raised it, just moved it.
They just moved it.
It's over to the right now.
Yeah. Oh god, hold on one second. Let's see, what are we talking about? Apex Legends. So Apex Legends has... I keep bringing up the damn duck. All right, Apex Legends has started an event called, I think it's the Iron Crown, or Iron Whale. Sorry, I misspoke. There's something else called
pretty much
Iron
the
Crown.
same thing.
Yeah. And it's only going on for 14 days, which is 2 weeks in America. Mm-hmm. Wait, that's 2 weeks everywhere. So.
Yeah, the Imperial system really fucks up.
Yeah, the Imperial system.
Unless you live in a fort, then it's one night.
It's a nano week.
Chi.
So there's 24 loot boxes available in this event. I think you could get 2 for playing the game or doing certain things. I think you get 1 if you go to the Korn concert. But it's $7 per loot box, and it's 24 total. So to get everything, you'd have to pay $154.
Minus the Korn concert or with the Korn concert?
That's with the that's if you don't go to a Korn concert.
You're a fucking poser.
There's leaked information that there will be like a Method Man and Limp Bizkit concert that will also unlock one for you.
Oh, actually, that's if you get the 22, because you get 2 free boxes. So if you buy 22, it's $154. It would be $168 if you didn't get the free 2.
That's fucking bungus.
Yeah. That's to get everything.
Are these loot boxes, do they have, since there's a set number of them, do they also have a set reward? So
they have set things, like, I don't think you'll get repeats, but you don't know if you'll get the really good stuff at the beginning. Like, that's all just chance. But you won't get any repeats. So if you buy 24 of them, then you'll get everything.
Get all 24 items, right?
Yes. But there's also what they call an heirloom item, which is...
This is so stupid.
Raven's Bite for Bloodhound. It's like a melee... I guess I would call that a hatchet.
It's a melee skin.
I can't tell if Apex Legends is doing really well and have the balls to do this, or they're doing really poorly and need to do this.
Well, I think their numbers dropped, right?
This is finally EA getting their fingers in the pie. Yeah. I want to say, like, with the first Battle Pass thing that they did was kind of underwhelming. Yeah. And I feel like it lost them a lot of audience, but I kind of get like there's some sort of resurgence happening. Like this and PUBG, weirdly. But I hear more talk about this lately. I guess since they launched like the season 2 of their Battle Pass, and people kind of, they were a lot more satisfied with that one. And I guess this is them testing the waters. $7 is too much for one loot box, though, my dude.
But to get that heirloom thing, it would cost you a total of $203 or $170.
Like if you had to buy all of them?
Yeah, because you have to buy. I think you have to unlock all 24 things and then pay some extra to get that heirloom item.
Oh, so that one won't even show up in one of the ones.
No, it's not in the boxes.
So it's a fucking scam.
You have to get the 24 and then pay an additional 700 Apex coins, which is $35, so it'll cost you $170.
Yeah.
This game...
That's just wild, dude. Like, I get it, and it's cosmetic stuff, and if you don't want it, don't buy it. But it's setting this up as like a normal thing if people.
It's a dangerous precedent, right?
Yeah.
And you beat me to the punch, because I was going to say, like, in its only defense, is that in no way do you need this, especially since it's a melee item. Who melees in that game?
I melee.
I want to say it only shows up during that finisher, because even when you melee people, you just punch them.
Yeah, you're right. What bothers me is this is a 14-day long event, and so what it creates is what they call FOMO, the fear of missing out, and that drives a lot of people. But who has this much money to spend? There's not
Hashtag no FOMO.
Also, who
also,
who...
You're going to give me 30 minutes on that one, Jesus. I'm going to tag our episode with that.
Yes, please.
What are you saying, Mitch? I'm sorry.
I forgot. That joke was really good.
Thank you.
So like it worries me because people are gonna be like, well, I want to get this, but like I really feel like what it's basically gonna be is a bunch of kids spending their parents' money because nobody,
who don't know how to cope without these things. But this is stupid anyway because all of these like exclusive event time things always make their way back into the games.
I don't mind them. Like I love the Division 2 ones where it's like go do this stuff and you get these loot boxes and you'll get this clothes and if you get this many in this amount of time you get everything. I like that. But
see, that's cool because it's earned. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
but
a
it's
way
not predatory, and it's not the only way. You're telling me the only pathway to that Raven's Bite thing is through a credit card?
I am fairly sure, from what I read.
Fucking dumb. This is the first like actual misstep that what's the developer of this game?
Andy,
is it Respawn? It's Respawn.
Respawn, yeah.
Yeah, to me, this is the first misstep Respawn has made with this game. Like, sure, they've had some lackluster releases and stuff like that, but even then, the messaging was good.
Yeah.
Vince Zampinella was out there saying, like, we're trying to avoid crunch. We understand people are used to, like, the fast pace, like, releases and updates, thanks to Fortnite and all that, but we're just not putting our team through that. And
yeah.
So I get it, but, like, now it's just, I guess you could only keep the Lions at bay for so long at EA. Like, because this is the only successful thing they've had in the last year.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even like pushing people to play. It's just like pushing people to pay.
There is
wild, man.
There is a little bit of a content. I know they're adding solos for this event.
Yeah.
Solo rounds, so you can queue by yourself.
Yeah. And duos, I think, huh? Or is duos already?
No, just solos.
No, just solos.
But that's so stupid to only have it for 14 days. That's so dumb.
It's just to make you have that fear of missing out. That's all it is. It's what they call that, artificial.
But see, those timed events are designed for this. They're designed to like get the player base back in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But this doesn't make you to play. It just makes you to pay.
This game released in February.
Sure, JB, but it's a free to play model. It's a business.
No, I understand that, but get people to pay and get people to play the game by offering free stuff that you unlock, but also have skins that they could purchase. This is all just in 14 days. You have to buy the stuff, and that's it.
I just don't think the game's matured enough for that yet. Like they've hit that free content wall so early for people. Like, I mean, the kind of people who play these games. They're like hardcore. They're streamers. They pick one game and they play it like 10 to 12 hours a day. Of course, they're gonna run out of content early, and eventually there's gonna be more stuff and they'll find ways. I'm not trying to defend this game super hard. I just think it's too early to judge.
I just like the League of Legends model. To me was the best, like in my opinion. Whereas like you could buy, and this is the old League of Legends model. The new one's kind of crazy, but
I don't even know what they're up to these days.
Where you see a skin and you purchase it, and you paid for it with actual money, and that was fine. But you got the skin you wanted. There was no
rigmarole, no grinding.
There was no gambling, nothing. Yeah. You could unlock characters through grinding, but you couldn't unlock skins, and so.
Who is it just said they were going to... Rocket League, I think, just announced they're going to take out loot boxes and do that. Fortnite too, actually.
I heard about the Rocket League one. I didn't hear about Fortnite.
People are speculating it may be an Epic-wide thing since Epic bought Psyonix, the developer for Rocket League.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Happened, I want to say a couple months ago.
Oh. Speaking of Epic Games, I saw some YouTubers play a new build of Borderlands 3, and it actually looks very fun.
Really?
Yeah, I really wish it wasn't going straight to the Epic Store. I'm gonna wait the 6 months.
The store. I'm just trying to decide if I want to support Randy Pitchford.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to think of it just supporting him. You think about the people that make the game.
Those people get paid salary, though.
I know, but
yeah, they're already paid. They're good.
They'll have to leave their jobs and go somewhere else if this game bombs.
Dude, I think this is the end of this studio. Whether or not, like, this game would have to be wildly successful.
It looks pretty good.
I think on release, it'll get really good sales because the Borderlands fan base is
rabid.
A borderline cult with how fucking obsessed they are.
I wish that team all the success in the world, honestly. But it's hard for me to reward, like, the guy who's spearheading that company right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because all we're doing is just reinforcing his bad behavior and fucking narcissism and crazy antics.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I mean, there's nothing like concrete out there about him, but there's enough surround.
Yeah, I know. We talked about it once, I believe, on the podcast.
Yeah, it was during his Magic Hour special.
Yeah, but I really feel like the game it looks good. I don't know
It
how
does.
good it's going to be. I'm going to wait for reviews to come out for sure, but I'll probably also wait the 6 months till it's available on another platform.
I'm
It'll be
just
cheaper than 2.
not gonna play it.
God damn it, Mitch. Why do you hate fun?
Sometimes I think Mitch can't get sexier, and then he mixes and he gets
It's-
sexier.
You should
not-
have went with that first thought. Sometimes you think mixed can't get sexier.
Nixon, President
Racist.
Nixon can't get sexier.
I am not a crook. Yeah, so that's that. How about
Okay.
Mitch, you were
you
saying?
boys?
I was trying to say so many things and I forgot all of them. I love you.
I'm sorry. I'll stop interrupting, probably.
Oh, I know one of them. I remembered one.
Yeah.
Apex released in February of this year.
Yes. I
It looks like by February of next year, if not earlier, this game's going to be almost completely dead because
Really?
they've ran through the lifespan of a 10-year game by now. Like they've ran through all of it. They've seen
Explain.
they've seen like huge rises and drops of player bases with like 2 major content updates. It's just they're doing like pretty desperate shit like this.
I don't think this is
14-day
desperate. I
event.
think this is normal in this type of game's life cycle, honestly.
I don't.
I mean, say what you will about the fluctuating player base, but pretty much like every show I've listened to like in the last week that's been talking about Apex, everybody says they're jumping back in there and remembering just how good of a game Apex is. So it's a good game, and it's always going to have a solid player base for that. Is it going to be Call of Duty levels of players? No. I mean, Fortnite is always going to have Fortnite levels, like 10 million concurrent players or whatever the stupid ass number is. But that doesn't mean this is unsuccessful. This is coming from a relatively small team. Granted, they're backed by a very big publisher.
Yeah.
But, and this is just their development cycle. They're not doing constant week after week update things. They're going to keep popping up back in the news every 3 months or so, I guarantee it, for like the next couple years until Respawn turns their focus onto a bigger project like Titanfall 3 or something.
Yeah.
They currently have 2 million players playing right now. So
Which is nothing to fucking sneeze at.
yeah,
I want to say Dota doesn't even pull in those kind of numbers anymore.
you'll find out.
Roblox has 10 million concurrent monthly players. Thank
Really?
you. That's a fact that I know. That I have in my
Not
brain- my
joking.
brain.
Turned to my wife the other day and in a serious tone was like, I should start making Roblox levels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Shit.
Oh, we were talking to someone about
JB had that thought the other day.
that.
It's like $100 million industry right now.
That's
Yeah.
wild. Dota 2 currently has 850,000 people playing.
I don't know. What do you boys even think of like the have you been keeping up with the skins and all that stuff from Apex?
No.
I literally haven't thought about that game since I uninstalled it in like March.
I didn't think
After
about it until I
its
saw that
release.
article.
We played the shit out of that game though.
Y'all did.
Yeah, it was good for 3 weeks out of that month.
No, and it's not the game's fault. Our problem was that like people got way too good at that fucking game.
Yeah.
And we just did not. We were
were
horrible.
good.
Speaking of horrible, terrible fucking things, Mitch, God, let's dunk on Funko Pop.
Oh, I thought you wanted to dunk on Mitch.
And those that dwelled below the mountain trembled in fear the day that a Funko Pop discovered he had the power of God.
He had the power of pop.
Video game rubber duckies
Magnitude.
is a thing. Here's
Yes.
something.
What?
Put in the here's something after I said the topic.
Changing
It's
the
a sound
game.
effect.
Thank you.
That's a sound effect too.
It's like,
So I have
reinvented.
I have a quick favor to ask you boys. How much money do you have right now, right this second? How much are you worth?
$3.
I don't mean to brag, but $3.
Okay,
Oh.
perfect. So we have $3,003. I'm gonna need you to put all of that behind video game rubber duckies because Polygon.com, the world's greatest news source in the world, says they're gonna beat out Funko Pop. These rubber duckies are.
Got him.
I need you
This
to
makes
know.
me really want to dig into the backstory of Rubber Duckies because I don't want to support them and find out that it's actually like a shell corporation for Polygon,
It might be.
another company that I do not want to
there's a-
support anyway.
There's a strong chance. There's
Oh, boy.
there's a whole lot of absurdity in this entire topic.
Wait, so these all look like just like graphical things. Like they're not actual ducks, the ones they're showing.
Oh, JB, they're better
What?
than actual ducks. They're rubber ducks.
I know, but I'm saying these aren't. These don't look like the actual ducks. They look like
mock-ups.
Yeah.
Promotional.
Yeah, they probably are. Yeah.
Okay.
This is in the pre-order stage, isn't it?
Oh.
I don't fucking know.
No, you're supposed to know.
What
I
are
don't
they
fucking
called?
know. Rubber ducks.
What are they called?
What wild opinion are they basing this accusation on?
It's just that.
This writer just feels like this is going to take down Funko Pop?
Oh, it's called Tubbz.
Yes.
God damn it.
Sorry.
You had me excited. I thought Funko Pop actually saw like shares dropping because this thing launched.
No. Oh, also,
they're
hey,
called cosplaying ducks.
each of these little motherfuckers is $12.99.
Hey, how much is a Funko Pop?
Probably the same amount for a bigger figure.
I think it's like $15.
It's a larger $12.99.
So anyway,
well, these are pretty.
This is a very short topic. I plan to no longevity for this.
These have more detail, way more detail than the Funko Pops.
Yeah, and they don't look like soulless, dead, ugly fucking things that make.
They are $12.99.
Yeah, but I do get to put them in my bath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so they can stare at you while you masturbate in the tub.
I get to be naked with Ulfric Stormcloak in my bath.
There's a little video. I'm gonna watch this.
All right, we're gonna wait for JB.
They got Spyro. Mm-hmm. They got Fallout.
It's part of the audio medium.
They got.
See what we're about here at the Here's Something podcast is really living in the moment with you, our best friends, the listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so
Ghostbusters.
See, that sound is exactly what we're looking for. Just that moist throat sound from
all the mucus in the world.
From my
they
best
come in little they come in little bathtubs. Aww.
See, there he goes again. You guys didn't know he was a double buster.
Man.
I'm a Ghostbuster.
Bustin makes him feel so good.
I hate Funko Pop.
What? Why do you hate them so much? I've known we talked about it before.
JB, they're so bad.
Because they look bad?
I feel like their entire success story is based on just fucking hipsters like buying them ironically. Like, oh, these are so cute. When actually they're fucking ugly and horrible.
I get I don't want to slam on people who want affordable collectibles. That's not what I'm going to do.
Fuck them.
That's a bad take.
Some Funko Pops are cheap, actually. Some of them were like $10.
I just it's just the laziness. There's no passion in it.
Yeah,
there's no effort. There's nothing unique about anything, which is what collectors.
I understood you perfectly, but for the listener, why don't you translate?
There's I think collectibles should be something that it looks like it's something from. It should grab your eye. It shouldn't look like the same fucking character dressed up as.
Ow.
What's a video game character? Doom guy.
Bubsy.
Is what.
I get what you're saying, especially since most people collect these things don't even take them out the box.
I like
it's like anytime I open up like a YouTube video and the person is like standing in front of a wall of Funko Pop boxes, I immediately shut that video down.
Is that really what people leave them in the box, like action figures type thing?
Yes. But it's like the boxes aren't even unique or stand out or anything.
Yeah.
So it literally, like, if somebody's standing in front of a wall, it could be like 1,000 different figures, but the boxes are so uniform you never know what's in them.
Here's a fun story I have for you boys. I went to 2 Sundays ago. I went to get.
You went to what?
I went to get tattooed over in Everett, Washington.
Oh yeah.
And there were I am not fucking with you. There were 6 different Funko Pop buildings that you could walk into and see Funko Pops.
Wait, 6 buildings?
They were called GameStop.
6 different Funko Pop branded buildings. So I guess Funko just owns Everett, Washington now. What will they take next?
So you know the
my wife.
Washington, stay off the podcast. We don't trust your judgment.
Yeah.
Is this a removable mask?
Take these tattoos back.
Take these broken wings.
Take them back.
I like the people that buy these and like edit them to make them look different. I think that's neat. You ever seen like they'll paint it? You ever seen that?
So they'll put actual work into these things?
Yeah.
Weird how the manufacturers should do that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I think that's neat of you to do that. If that's your thing, rock on.
Anyway, this has been Jaden Mitch's soapbox.
Those ducks look actually pretty cool. I'm not the type to collect that. I like to collect like things I can play with because I'm still a little kid, and I don't think I can play.
That's why he has 5 of my dicks.
Yeah.
Just look at any fucking
Funko Pop dicks.
Just look at any Bandai model kits, JB. Those are great.
There's no veins on them.
Yeah, there's a lot of veins on these boys. That's all. These ducks got a lot of them. A lot of blood.
They're just real veined out. They're getting pumped.
These are only veins. It's just veins.
Just veins. Oh God.
But God, speaking of Funko Pop, you know what I heard the other day?
What?
That it's time for everybody's favorite segment.
It's time for Review Crew.
Oh, JP, my boy.
I'm having one, a Funko Chiz.
Review Crew, where each week we deploy Korn to find us the greatest reviews from deep into the bowels of Amazon. From Brendan Fraser's Funko Pop box direction.
We should have just left it for where each week we deploy Korn.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Did I say the Korn?
Yeah, you sure did.
I typed the Korn. The Korn. They're like Ohio State.
Yeah.
You know Ohio State's trying to copyright that?
The phrase Ohio State?
No, the word the.
Oh, God.
They're trying to copyright Korn? This is unbelievable.
We own article adjectives over here. Thank you.
It's just like they say the or the Ohio State. That's what it is. Yeah. All right. So my first item is the Executioner Fly Swat Wasp Bug Mosquito Swatter Zepper Swatter.
There is a picture.
Yes.
It's a little cartoon picture of.
Is that El Presidente?
Is that the current head dipshit of the United States, Donald Trump, with the fly swatter?
I don't know. They make him look like him. I don't know if it's him.
Also, is that just straight up a surveillance van that he's parked at his barbecue?
No, it's an RV with surveillance equipment and an American flag decal across it.
He just has XM radio and DirecTV. That's why I have stuff on.
He also loves grilling up little wieners.
Yeah.
You know, I ordered this to swat flies, but I got a little note. It says, hey, this is your president, your favorite president. I know this says you swat flies with it, but I really want you to swat Mexicans with it. Can you believe it?
Jesus Christ.
Can you believe the president said that to me?
I can't believe it. He got all political on our podcast.
Yeah. My notes told me to swat Mitch with it.
Some say a regular fly swatter is enough. I say no, we can do better. We are greater.
Beta.
We can do better. We can destroy Ralph Nader. Believe me, I've tried.
Presidential debaters.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, put a little kush up in it.
I stopped, collaborated, and listened, and then Vanilla Ice
came back the brand new edition. So these are genuine branded Executioner, not a cheap copy. Just to let you know.
Yeah, these actually killed people.
Genuine. It's built to last, made with ABS plastic, not brittle or recycled plastic. I reckon it's built to last. This is the last thing they tell you. These are $23, which is quite expensive, and I don't know why.
This isn't a cheap copy.
Yeah. So my first review is from K. Blythe. 5 stars. Woe to spiders who enter my domain. I bought this for my son, thinking it would be worth 5 minutes of entertainment. The first time we used it, the thing scared the crap out of us with a flash of light and a loud pop. I didn't believe it would actually work. This is a true execution tool for critters that cross into your domain. We've used it on spiders, mosquitoes, and flies so far.
Oh my.
Yeah, it doesn't always get them in the first zap if said beastie is larger, but you can keep chasing them around. Taking down a spider piece by piece while you cackle with glee would be considered a perk. We enjoy using it because you get a satisfying zap when you hit your target, and you can stay further out of the jumping range with the extended reach. Best solution I found so far in dealing with spiders. The trusty vacuum doesn't guarantee death. So yeah, K. Blythe.
Take that, idiot flies.
I was lunatic.
Have you boys ever used one of these?
Yes.
I just clap every bug.
Clap your hands.
I have one of these. Not this brand, but like whenever these like sort of electrified fly swatters first came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say JB's roommate at the time convinced me to get one.
Yes.
Works pretty good.
Were you around when we used to get drunk and then touch it over and over again?
JB, I think I'm the one who suggested we all get drunk and touch it over and over again.
You boys
I'm fairly
were playing,
sure I burned my fingertips.
You boys were playing amateur hour over there. Meanwhile, when I was
Mitch hired an actual executioner.
No. Listen, this is actually
See who gets executed first.
This is fun. My older brother owned a taser at the time that I started drinking when I was very young, and
I drank his taser.
me and my drunk friends would run around trying to tase each other, and it was very fun.
Just imagine you all going like full noodle, like once you get hit in the back with the taser.
But it was tight. It was great. Some of my best memories are tasing my friends.
You ever seen the Burger King gif? I'm sure I've sent it to you guys before. The Burger King gif, where the guy he has a Burger King crown.
Crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy tases him
plank.
and he just goes full plank in the air.
He does like a full leap.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Oh, I love
That's
that.
those long, gorgeous legs he had, just locking up.
It's like his shirt's like tucked in his underwear or some shit. Jennifer Tyler. Jennifer Tyler gives it 5 stars. Says buy it, and then I'm gonna skip some of this stuff, but I just like where she says this doesn't have a grate, so it gets them on the first contact. If the 2 I just bought today last half as long and work half as well as the one I bought on Amazon in 2015, that's a weird way to do dates, it was well worth the money. The bigger one with 2 C batteries has terrible reviews. Have you ever seen a single thing that's wired to take 2 C batteries? No, because electricity. Think about it. Just think about it, guys. Have you ever seen anything with 2 C batteries? No.
Think about it.
Because electricity.
Because of all that electricity, you can't put 2 C batteries.
Hey, actually, I'm actually thinking about it now, and electricity.
She's wrong.
No, electricity.
Electricity.
You got another one, JB?
Yeah, unless you got
cool.
one.
I don't.
Okay, Troy D. War gives it 3 stars. Says NSFW.
Wow.
Not suitable for Wasp.
Aww.
Either I've just met Rasputin reincarnated in Wasp form, or this racket doesn't quite work as well as advertised. As I walked through the valley where I harvest my grain. As I walked through my front door today, a little red jacket decided to anchor himself to my right shoulder and machine gun sting me about 5 times. After squealing like a pig and running maniacally through my living room, I settled down a bit and tracked the little guy down the tile floor in my living room. I'm not sure if he was snoozing in the afterglow or just rolling on his back with laughter.
Both.
But he laid still enough for me to clobber him with oh my god, with
a
shoe.
You hit him.
No, with a shoe.
Oy vey, smash.
We can't leave that in.
We can't do it. Clobber him with a shoe.
Watch me, cowards.
No.
I already did dying Jewish grandpa.
That was the end of that. Or so
Oh.
I thought. Hours later, when I finally mustered the nerve to approach his corpse to dispose of it. Why would you wait an hour? Hours later, he had vanished. I spent most of the rest of the day in fear, meticulously inspecting everything I touched and everywhere I stepped for fear of booby traps. Don't laugh. It has happened before. I finally spotted him clinging to a
I was going to laugh at the word boobies, but then he told me not to.
Don't laugh.
Don't you dare. Don't you even smile about it.
Yeah, I see you smiling. I finally spotted him clinging to a recessed spot on the interior molding of a window, probably fully understanding that I couldn't reach him there with another shoe. But he was unaware that I owned
2 shoes.
The executioner. Good guess.
Really caught myself off guard with that joke.
Oh, that was a good one. All right. I removed the racket from my gun safe loaded
What the
it with
fuck?
fresh AA batteries, and approached him cautiously.
Threw my shotguns to the ground. I said, "Get out of the way!"
You gotta know, you have to have the right weapon for the right situation. Holding the trigger down, I slid the racket into an awkward angle against the window, just tight enough to bring the electrodes in contact with his right wing. With a loud snap, he was blasted off the window trim and landed on the tabletop below. He obviously taken some injuries earlier from the shoot, but he still had enough hatred left in his soul to writhe about in circles. I seized the opportunity and pinned him to the table with a racket, still holding the button with extreme prejudice.
And I had sex with his wife right in front of him.
I am the law. The electric surges of the racket tossed him around like a Jiffy Pop kernel. But he persevered. I kept on him, pop, zap, snapping electric blue until I began to smell the mephitic aroma of roasted wasps. For a few moments, he lay on his back with his legs curled to his chest, cockroach style. But still, he wasn't done. I slowly lifted a rocket, and I crap you negative. He slowly turned his head to stare right into my eyes and began to use his one measly stump of appendage that he could still control to pull himself directly towards me. If he had a fist,
me off.
I'm very sure he was shaking it at me with a threat of revenge. The racket, at least, had somewhat done its job. It had paralyzed him enough to where it could grab the old trusty shoe again and put the little son bitch out of his misery. But this isn't the executioner, a tool meant to make pest killing a convenience. It certainly didn't accomplish that in this case. Mosquitoes, maybe. Flies, perhaps? Wasps? Definitely not. They're just too meaty and godly to be fazed by a novelty like this. P.S. May this little guy rest in peace. He was a worthy adversary.
Everybody in this comment section is really, really horny about killing bugs.
Wow, there's a lot of comments.
Really horny about killing bugs. Like this one, Living the Dream, 5 stars. This racket will rock your world.
And it did.
Living the Dream goes on to say, oh, there are bug zappers. And then there is the executioner. This thing will rock your world. It almost recoils when it pops a mosquito. No sissy safety screens for this toy. No, sir. My favorite is when a bug gets caught in the wires without popping. It'll sit there and sizzle and smoke, then give you a puff of air. Oh, I call it a puff of death and pop.
Puff of dick.
We get it, though. You vape.
Pop it. Zap it.
I vape bugs.
As you should.
Just vaping bugs.
Vaping bugs.
Ripping that exoskeleton.
Fucking really gotta get that chitin in me.
Whoa. Pretty sure I'll have to bleep that.
Yeah, you can't say that on television.
I can. Watch me.
Oh. Watch him.
It's okay, my boyfriend's a chitin.
He's Nay. Y'all got any other ones for that? Because that's about it for me.
Nope.
Nah,
people are very horny for
I've just
killing
been
bugs
listening.
in that thing. Very horny for
Well-
death bugs. Well,
Are you horny?
are you dying?
Maybe.
Oh.
To both.
Okay.
I
Should I
thought
move
I had
on?
a thought. Let's move on. I'm sorry. It's the rum talking.
So, I
What's
figured
the
we
rum
would
is
keep
going?
the hot sauce fest going from last week.
Let's
And-
get. Hey, JB.
Hi.
There.
I got a suggestion.
Yes.
Let's keep the hot sauce fest going.
Let's keep that hot sauce fest going.
Can I... You read the title and then I'm going to give a description to some of the pictures attached to this item.
So that the item is Mad Dog 357 hot sauce. I do like the pictures if you scroll down.
Yeah, the pictures, there's one man with a cool leather
Oh.
vest and a mohawk, and he's
Yes.
screaming at the bottle of hot sauce.
He is
There's
a
a man-
member of the band Rancid, just
There's a-
screaming at the...
As if he's
There's
some sort of
a-
angry canine.
Yes.
There's a
The
man
next-
in a business suit, and his hair's all spiked up, and he's also screaming at the hot sauce. And then
He
finally,
sounds casual.
Let me
Finally.
describe the middle boy. He is like if all right. Imagine a comedy magician. It's that guy.
yeah,
And
that.
he's on the downward slope of a good trampoline jump.
Yeah.
Whatever you just imagined with those words, that's exactly what he looks like. And then the third one is just a silhouette of a guy screaming at a hot sauce.
It looks like Bear Grylls. It's
Yeah,
just
he
the
looks like
silhouette of Bear
he
Grylls.
looks like knockoff Bear Grylls.
Yeah,
Just squeezing the piss out of that hot sauce elephant
yeah,
turd.
yeah.
This is Koala Barbecue Pit just screaming at some hot sauce.
Koala barbecue.
Yeah, Bear Grylls, my dude.
I know, I get it.
I know, but I'm explaining to the listener.
Oh my god. So
also, it looks like they designed their logo in MS Paint.
Yep.
Yes.
One afternoon, and it just stayed with it.
I designed their logo.
This one's a pretty infamous hot sauce, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it was shown on the hot ones.
Yeah, they use that one quite a bit. That one and Da Bomb.
Yeah, the buy. So the reason they call this 357 is because it's 357,000 Scoville heat units, which all the heat hits out there know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, my favorite thing when I'm eating is just making myself fucking miserable.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
like the rest of life. You have to punish yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I like how it's hot when it goes in. And then, like, a day later, I forget about all the hot stuff I ate. And then it's hot when it goes out, and I remember it. It's like,
don't get me wrong. When I go get Thai food, I get 5 stars on all my shit. I have no problem with it. But this is beyond the point of enjoying my spicy food.
Yeah, no, it is.
I don't know why they even, like, invented a measurement for this. Like, the guy Scoville Redenbacher just decided, like, I need units... I need units of Spicy Boys to measure things. Once I'm done with all this ding-dang popcorn, I'm going to figure out a way to figure out how hot shit is.
Yeah, so how do they measure it?
How did they do this? Let's look it up.
I'm not going to worry about it.
It's got to be a measurement of, like, capuacin?
Capsaicin.
Capoeira.
What is it? Yeah, it's a measurement of capoeira fighters per ounce or something.
It's a dance. It's a fight. It's a statement. Capoeira.
Capsaicin, is that it?
It's the capsaicinoids.
JB!
Huh?
Capsaicin.
Yes.
Capsaicin.
But the Scoville Redenbacher heat units, also known as the shoe, is based on the concentration of capsaicinoids.
So I could throw this at a fly, is what you're saying?
Yes. It's all depending on the different type of peppers, and then how much peppers they put in it. And that's how they calculate it.
Capsaicin is something that peppers developed so that humans wouldn't eat them, and it would feel like poison, like it was.
And humans were all like,
I can't get enough of this shit.
Wait.
And then Mexico is invented.
And then we bred special peppers with more of this fucking poison in it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy a spicy meal here and there, especially like for allergies. Oh man.
I like
nothing I love more than like after a face full of clogged upness is just like having a runny nose over a plate of chili or something like that.
Hey, what Scoville level your chili at? What's the Scovies on it?
Oh, like man,
I tell you,
can't even measure them in numbers. I have to use like
how much
letters.
How much you suck in when you feel the spice? Ooh.
So much so that like you feel that deep heat way in the back of your brain.
Guys, this stuff is made with a whopping 3 million Scoville pepper
3 million Scovies.
3 million.
Bon Scoville is my joke for you.
We're gonna get to the reviews at some point, but first we're gonna make some more hot sauce jokes.
Yes.
I actually don't. I use like Louisiana hot sauce, which I'm pretty sure is like a very, very generic, very low rated hot sauce.
Yeah.
I like the flavor of it though. Like I said last podcast was like vinegary hot sauces.
Yeah, this one's vinegary.
I don't like the ones that are hot just for the sake of being hot though.
Yeah, like girls. Because the first ingredient in this is vinegar.
Is girls.
It's girls.
They grind up 3 million girls named Scoville.
Scoville.
The Scovies.
Hashtag FOMO. And then they put them all in this one little 5-ounce bottle.
I wanna
5 ounce. Yes.
I wanna apologize. I should have made the full John Bon Scoville joke earlier.
Yeah.
Instead I just said Bon Scoville.
Yeah.
I'll try and edit it in earlier and out of context.
Thank you. Thank you.
One hit will blow you away. So
it'll suck your dick, this hot sauce.
We're still talking about John Bon Jovi, right?
Yeah.
One hit will blow you away, so we've included one of his hits on this CD.
Do you see that picture at the bottom? Or is that it looks like cheese
looks like
sticks.
ramen noodles.
Oh, well, not that one.
Oh, I'll
the
keep
one
going.
above that.
Oh, I'll go up.
The one that's like chow mein or some shit.
No, that looks like
no. The recipe
jalapenos.
is just bacon noodle.
bacon noodles. It's noodles.
It's
made of
jalapeno
bacon.
poppers. That's what it is.
Oh, it is jalapeno poppers. I didn't know that they had what it is written below it, because I can't read.
What did I say it was?
No, you said it right.
Yeah, before that, though. I think I knew what it was, but I couldn't say it right. I'll listen back later.
I thought it was cheese sticks.
My rum has sunken all the way in, so I apologize, boys.
Yeah.
Oh, that rum got him so good. All right, let's move on to my first review. My first review is a poem that was written by Maddie. 5-star review says, "Oh, Mad Dog, since we share the same nickname, I felt I'd give you a try. Unbeknownst to me, you would make me cry. The first sweet taste, so full of deceit, is followed by anger and overwhelming heat. To the back of my throat your fire did singe, with a pain everlasting, but I couldn't help but cringe. I thought I could take it, I love my hot sauce, but a pussy I am, cause this sauce I could not."
This guy's some sort of lyrical genius, like Will Smith.
Musician. No, you know how the Mad Dog.
Welcome to
No.
Miami.
My hot sauce, yummy.
Rex L. Harrison gives it 5 stars. I'm not going to say the title because it gives it away. Here's how my day has gone. The door. The tale of 2 days. It's the tale of two.
A Tale of
Never
Two
mind.
Cities. That's
The
the title.
door brace in my
JB, if you were about to make a
popped out
two
the
titties
shit.
joke, I was about to make the same thing and stopped just at the same point as you did. Well.
No, you can make it because
A Tale of Two Titties.
full disclosure.
I
enjoy
Full
it.
disclosure, I was. I was going to say a
All right.
Tale of Two Titties. I wanted to swap the scene. The two.
Here's how my day has gone. The door brace in my refrigerator popped out this morning, causing a barely used bottle of this stuff to explode on my floor. I left it because I didn't have time to clean up this morning. Fuck that shit.
What the fuck?
I cleaned it up when I got home, using a dustpan and a broom followed by paper
That's
towels.
the wrong order.
No. Oh, yeah, maybe so. I washed my hands, still finding bits of pepper goo all over my kitchen floor. Then I went to the restroom. Today I discovered that genitals are about 100 times more sensitive to capsaicin than my tongue. It's like this stuff travels through the air into your pants, so feeling like I had been prodded with a freshly used fire poker. I also realized that a long day at work causes a certain amount of glistening, if you know what I mean. Moisture mixes
know
with
what he
pepper
means.
and spreads. He got swamp nuts.
Oh.
I began to do a sporadic dance, an interpretive dance, and jumped into the shower. It felt okay until the warm water hit, which felt slightly warmer than the steam produced by nuclear fission. Just a little bit. I immediately turned the water to code and my dance speed increased, adding a few new twists and turns in the process as I waited for that blessed cool that came much too slowly. After my lips started turning blue, or about 5 minutes, I stepped out and dried off and sat in front of my computer, the heat having spread to a dull coal bed a little further south. It has been 20 minutes. Now it's a dull heat, but at least it is subsiding. If I didn't feel like such an imbecile, I might find this level to be mildly erotic. That being said, I hope to never do this again.
What?
I need a nap. What?
Is he talking about getting horny from hot sauce?
He's horny for that hot sauce on his nutsack.
I might be erotic.
He likes
He's really
those
into that
spicy
cock and ball
peanuts.
torture when it comes to spicy food.
Mm-hmm.
Can I read this sweet but short one from Lacey Chamberlain? Which I'm pretty
No.
sure is
Yeah,
the lady
sure
we
thing.
talked about from those Lifetime movies, the Christian Mingle movie. Says
That was Lacey
that,
Chabert.
yeah, that's what I said. 2 stars. Beware.
Oh, okay.
Her and Wilt Chamberlain had a daughter.
Lacey Chamberlain says
He invented the skyhook.
2 stars. Beware. Burned my fiance ass.
What?
Burns my fiance ass. I
Oh,
had to
God.
put on my husband ass.
Is that her new single?
Burns my fiance ass. Please
I don't
help.
know. Did she rebrand after marrying Jay-Z? I don't know.
Please. Burns my fiance ass. Oh, help.
Is that the whole review? Are you just like, is that?
That's
I'm so
JB, burn my
Burn-
fiance
burned
ass.
my
Burn
burned my
my
fiance
fiance.
ass, JB.
Beyonce.
Fiance.
All the single ladies
the
burn
joke.
my fiance.
Fiancé.
All the spicy ladies.
All the spicy ladies.
Burn,
If you liked it, then you should have put Scoville on it.
burned my fiance ass.
Do you think Beyonce talks about her own body parts like that? Like, how? I stubbed my Beyonce toes.
She takes a shit. She goes, I guess I need a white Beyonce's ass.
Burn my fiance ass.
Just having sex
Burn my
with Jay-Z.
fiance's
Oh,
ass.
yeah. Pound my Beyonce.
Hold up. Do you think she poured it on her fiance's ass?
JB, you silly boy.
Yes.
Or is it just the second coming?
You silly boy, burn my fiance ass.
They're like, oh, honey, I don't have lube. And she's like, that's fine. I got this stuff.
357. That's how many inches you are, right? We could use
That's
It's going to feel like a 357 ripped you up.
this. It's like too many inches. But did she burn her fiance
well, see,
ass?
Lacey Chamberlain also says 2 stars. Burned my fiance ass.
Okay, I'm not grasping. Can hit me with it like from the beginning.
Lacey Chamberlain says 2 stars. Burned my fiance ass. Oh, my
Oh hell, Dutch, that's not even that many fiance ass.
Oh, burned my fiance ass.
You're all right, burned.
Did they put the apostrophe or is it just burned
My fiance ass. JB, what is so hard to understand?
We'll never answer your question. Stop asking.
Burned my fiance ass.
That's that new
her
Mega Man
comma?
boss.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This next reviewer's name is
Burned my
I've
fiance
Got It.
ass.
He gives it 1 star. Says,
Trying to figure out a way to
Not
make that the title of the next episode, and I don't think it's gonna happen.
not editable. Wait, did I say that right? Not editable. No, I can't
Is it
say
you or
it.
the review that's not saying it right?
It's
It's
JB.
me.
It's Oedipus.
You
Not
can't
edible.
eat this shit. Not everyone who tasted a wing with this sauce vomited within 20 seconds of eating.
Hold
I
on,
threw
hold
up
on,
7
hold on,
times
hold
when
on,
my
hold
hands
on.
were swelling.
Oedipal arrangements.
Edible, not edible.
That's the title of the episode.
Oh god, it is.
Oedipal arrangements.
Might also be the outro when I got a fucking twofer.
Oh god.
Oedipal arrangements. My mind is a whir with what that business would actually be like. So you guys kill my dad? No. We arrange a situation where you kill your
And
dad,
then fuck your mom.
but you don't know it's your dad, and then I fuck my mom, and then you fuck your mom. Yes.
And then you burned my fiance ass.
So where does the fruit basket come into play? At the end.
Fucking what now?
Like when you find out it's your mom.
You gotta work towards a fruit basket. I shall continue.
Edible arrangement.
Not edible. Everyone who tasted a wing with this sauce vomited within 20 seconds of eating. I threw up 7 times and my hands were swelling well into the next day. I do not consider this edible and would not recommend to my enemies. Also, the taste was similar to battery acid. I felt like I was being pranked.
I
like battery acid. That's what I'm into for my
These
sauce.
people have never had anything spicier in their life.
I guess
Their hands were swelling?
Their hands
I'm
were
imagining,
swelling.
like, when a cartoon character gets stung by a bee.
Yeah.
Burnt my fiance.
Burned my fiance ass was exactly what I was going to say next.
Because it did.
Because it did. Burned my fiance ass.
This guy says 2 stars. I have an eye for detail and I watched all the YouTube videos ever.
And I burned my fiance ass.
Oh yeah. Okay. So this person, Johnny, gives it 1 star. Says
What do
after
you
ordering
mean, this person, JB? God.
this person. Sorry. After ordering this product, I sampled the sauce with a small toothpick drop.
Mm-hmm.
The taste leans more towards a strong, smoky flavor rather than the expected chili flavor. The heat of this product hits you about 3 minutes after ingestion, so there's quite a delay in spiciness. After sampling a small amount and gaining the courage to try 1 solid drop, I accidentally dropped 3 nickel-sized drops on a chip. Thinking I could move past it easily, I went ahead and ate the chip. Fast forward 10 minutes, and I was bent over the porcelain throne when my girlfriend was calling an ambulance.
Oh, my butt!
I blacked out.
Wait. Is this the fiance?
What? No.
Are you sure?
It might be.
Okay.
It might be. So we're not sure.
Somebody
Let's just assume it is.
Ask that reviewer the question. Are you the fiance?
Are you the fiance whose ass got burned? I blacked out and came to, with 2 paramedics kneeling over me, performing the necessary procedures to stabilize me. Well, that's what they do. I temporarily lost the vision in my right eye for about 15 minutes until the medicine they gave me revived my vision.
Oh my god.
Revived my fiance ass.
Yes. I showed them the product and they informed me that ingesting spices sauces could, like this one, can cause your fiance's ass. Can cause permanent damage.
Cause my fiance's ass.
Can cause permanent damage to organs and shut them down temporarily, as was the case in my situation. 1 star for this product because it definitely delivered on heat, but is definitely a health hazard and at your own risk, as it says on the bottle. Jesus. This guy almost died.
That's how you know it's good.
I like
good hot sauce. You know, I'm
Almost.
a real spice head. You know, I like when I almost die.
Yeah. It's not a good hot sauce unless I almost
You guys
die.
watch Hot Ones? Love that show.
Yes. Love it.
Oh,
ever
did
seen
you
the
see
one with
the
Aubrey
episode
Plaza?
where it burned my fiance's ass?
Yeah, with the guest.
We
Yeah.
should make our own hot sauce. It's called Burn Your
Burns
Fiancé.
my
Burned
fiance
my
ass.
fiance's ass.
No, not fiancés with an S. Burn my fiance ass.
I'm sorry.
Mitch, I'm so sorry how fucking stupid
How
of me.
stupid of you to
Yeah.
fuck up the thing that I've said 100 times.
I'll buy you an Oedipus arrangement. Tim Joyner gives it 1 star. Says
I don't know. It's funnier that you said it wrong or that you said it.
There's no extra. Oedipus.
An Oedipal.
Isn't it Oedipus Rex?
Oh, what's happening?
Tim Joyner gives it 1 star. Says there's no expiration date. How do you know if the product is even okay to use? There's no way to
There's
know.
no way to know.
You shove it up.
You're not
fiance
a
ass.
real spice head if you don't if you're
No.
checking expiration dates.
Let's go in the sewer.
Look, I'm just a normal American spice head. I just make my coffee with ground up chili pepper in the morning. I snort 3 chopped up jalapenos on my way to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I burn my fiance ass.
You're just a
Before
you're
burn
just a
it.
normal American man. But on the contrary, I'm just a girl.
living in
And
captivity.
that's the show. So have a good time with that song stuck in your head. I love
I'm
you
just
so
a
much.
girl. No, the show's not over. Joe P.
We got so many more reviews.
Joe P needs to tell you how much he knows about hot sauce.
Okay.
He says, I'm immune to most sauces. Have never yet found one that is painfully
What a
hot.
fucking badass. Fuck yeah.
I have numerous bottles, including some of the hottest in the world. Blair's 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 6 a.m. Blair's
Numerous.
Ultra Death Sauce.
That
The
could be
bomb final answer. Yes.
numerous. That could be like any amount. That could even be
It's
2.
not. It could
Yeah,
be
you
2.
may-
Several variants of Dave's Insanity.
Okay.
The hot one's last dab and the like. This is all the sauces this guy has. Although the Mad Dog doesn't claim nearly as high as a Schofield rating, it is easily as warm as any of these except my limited hand-signed bottle of Player 6 AM. Plus stars for that. Man, he's got a
What
hand-signed
kind of
bottle.
fucking dork has a signed bottle of hot sauce?
I just want to know, can you get something signed that's not hand-signed?
Yes. My
How?
fiance ass signed.
I was gonna make a if you're into feet joke, but I liked yours better, Gene Man.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
love
I
it.
also have a one on deck if you boys are ready.
Yes.
As long as it's not Amazon customer.
No, it's a dumb joke that's had way
Oh.
too much build up.
Okay.
So the last one's hottest sauce is called the Last Dab.
Yes.
I don't know how much money I'd pay to watch like a Fortnite streamer like fucking chug this after jumping off a building and dabbing as he hit the ground.
Hey-o.
Just to make it the final dab.
The ultimate dab.
The
Yeah.
ultimate last dab.
Not the,
I want
you
to.
can't fucking around with any penultimate dabs.
You have to get Blair's 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and 6 a.m., and you have to drink those at those hours.
Crazy. I like her witch project.
Yes. Their Witch project was pretty good. Wait, which project are you talking about?
Right?
Yeah, I did.
I liked
Yeah.
that joke, JB. You snuck it in there.
Then I made a really funny
Yeah.
pun.
Oh, now I'm lost. I'm
Yes.
Yes,
S.
the-
Conway. S. Conway gives it 4 stars, says, I bought this for my son for Christmas. Of course he had to put a dab on his finger and try it. And he immediately regretted it. What was worse is when he started crying from the heat, he rubbed his eyes, and his left
Yeah, what a
eye got
bitch.
his left eye got the left finger that had the sauce on it. Big mistake. His
Big
eye
dick.
swelled up. His eye swelled up, and he was really in pain then. We had to use some saline solution to flush his eye. Not to be outdone, I put a smaller dab on my finger, and boy, did that burn my tongue.
Put a smaller dab
It has
in my
this very
eye.
quick. It has a very quick buildup of heat, and then this numbing feeling when the heat goes down. Our family was laughing in tears at the two of us hopping around. As far as the flavor goes, we put a couple of drops in the crock pot of cheese. It actually gives it pretty good flavor and heat to the dip. Oh yeah. Y'all boys got any more?
No.
Because I'm about to do my last
No,
one.
I think at this point in the podcast, Fiance burned my ass.
Fiance burning your ass was pretty good. But let me talk about Grandma. Amazon customer gives it 5 stars. So hot.
Is
It
this the guy
almost...
with the bubble wrap picture?
I don't know if it's bubble wrap.
Oh,
Yeah.
boob
Yeah, it
wrap.
is. I couldn't see that bubble wrap in the small image. She says, so hot it almost killed my grandma. And she never even tasted it. Whoever packaged my order of this deserves to be fired. They decided an envelope. Wow. They decided an envelope
two.
and some. Yeah, they decided an envelope and some bubble wrap was sufficient. It wasn't. In my excitement, I didn't question the undoubtedly questionable packaging. Why didn't you question it? I ripped open the package and took out the bubble wrap bottle. As I unwrapped it, to my horror, the broken bottom of the bottle fell onto my hand and carpet. I rushed to my kitchen, and one of the least thought out and reckless moves of my life, I washed out the bottle with hot water.
Fiance ass.
It was my greatest mistake of that day. The already toxic fumes cling to the steam, causing an absolute hellish gas to begin spewing from my sink. All too quickly,
pepper sprayed his family.
Yeah.
all too quickly, the horror concoction filled the air of our kitchen. My sister witnessed the horror and believed me to be exaggerating the suffering my mistake had caused me. My lungs were breached by the tainted air. It induced a violent, uncontrollable retching. We do say tainted a lot in this fucking podcast.
Tainted love.
Tainted, taints.
Some
I told her-
Amazon reviewers share vocabulary.
Yeah. I told her to get to safety as I ran outside myself. She quickly realized I was sincere as the gaseous death reached her. My grandmother believed she was stronger than the toxicity of our city that now filled our kitchen.
No,
In
honey on the world.
That's what his grandma said. In a brave
And she did a guitar solo. It was fucking sick.
In a brave act, she ignored our warnings to see for herself the calamity I had wrought onto our home. Her lungs, weakened by age and asthma, were instantly marred. She nearly fell to the hell smoke's clutches, but in an act of mercy from a divine power, she was able to escape and seek safety in the open air of our backyard. After the shitstorm had lessened, I realized that I still had some of the deadly sauce in my hand. I quickly doused it off with water from our hose, but it was too late. The sauce had inflicted a chemical burn that haunted me for nearly a week after. I was unable to take warm showers, and harsh sunlight irritated my skin greatly. While this sauce almost single-handedly killed me and my loved ones via suffocation, I feel obliged to give it 5 stars. I knew the sauce would bring me pain when I purchased it, but I gravely underestimated the true power of my foe and have been taught to never make such mistakes again. This sauce has humbled me with its cruel and unapologetic potency. I use caution when handling this product, especially if it comes in an envelope.
Wow.
Reading
Bonus.
these reviews
My
makes
JO
me-
sessions that week were extra tingly. 2 stars.
It was smoky. It was real smoky. In
Give
the
my
bedroom.
dick a real smoky flavor.
Smoking.
Smoky.
Snooze.
Oh god.
So he yelled at his grandma. She fucking faded in the kitchen of like pepper gas.
Just fucking gas bombed his family. Hey, come check this out.
Check this shit out.
It burns my grandma's.
Burn my fiance.
Burned my fiance ass. Hey, Grandma! Grandma, get in here! No! It burned my fiance ass!
What?
Grandma! Grandma, come here, quick!
You love Beyonce's class?
Burned my fiance ass!
She's great.
Put your fucking Oedipal arrangements down. Burned my fiance ass.
Hey everyone, it's me, once again. If you're liking what we're doing so far, do us a favor and tell your friends about the show. For updates, follow us on Twitter at HereSomething1. To watch us have some goose while playing video games, make sure to follow me on twitch.tv/GenemanJones and on Twitter at GenemanJones. From that Twitch page, you can find a link to our Discord and become part of your new favorite community, and the last Discord you'll ever need. Well, thanks for listening, and we hope to see you again next week.